be showing you guys how to play When You Say Nothing at All by Alison Krauss on my Bamboo GC36 Indie classical guitar. So if you're interested in this model or any of the beautiful designs they have on their other guitars, I'll make sure to leave their link in the description box down below. Here's a quick overview of everything I'll be teaching in this video today, and with that being said, let's go ahead and get started. Alright guys, so you only need to know 3 different chord shapes to play through this entire song, and we're going to start with our D suspended 2, which looks like this and sounds like this. And by the way, if you don't know how to read these chord charts you're seeing on screen, I do cover how to do that in my free beginner course right here on YouTube, so make sure to check that out. The next chord shape is our A suspended 4. And then the last chord shape is our G major. Those are the only 3 chords you need to know to play through this song. So go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to memorize these chord shapes, as well as practice transitioning back and forth between them, because it'll make learning the rest of the song so much easier for you. And if this is a skill you're currently struggling with, I do have an entire Practice With Me playlist right here on YouTube where we go through this skill in real time together. So I'll make sure to link that playlist in the corner here. But once you have those chords under your belt, we can go ahead and talk about the strumming pattern that I would suggest for this song. Alright guys, as always, before we dive into the full strumming pattern, if you are a beginner or you're somebody who struggles with playing guitar while singing at the same time, the first thing I would suggest you do is to bring up the song and go ahead and play through it with a single down strum on every chord change as you sing through the song, and just take this time to really get used to what word you're singing, what syllable you're on, when those chords are changing, and this will help later on when we add a more full strumming pattern. So here's a quick example of what that would look like with the beginning. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. So that's just a quick example, but you would essentially want to do that for the entire song and just get used to how those chords are changing whenever those words are coming in. And this is actually something you can do right now if you check out my Patreon page. I do have this entire guide available to download and print out, so I'll make sure to leave that link in the description box for you. But once you've done that and you're used to those chord transitions, then we can go ahead and talk about a more full strumming pattern that I would recommend for this song. Alright guys, so for this strumming rhythm, we're going to keep it very simple. We're counting in an 1/8 note count, so it's going to sound like this. We have 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up, down, down, up. All right, super simple. And what we're gonna do is I'm gonna go ahead and actually put a vertical line right in the middle here. And what this is gonna represent is where we want to change chords. So basically what we wanna do is take this pattern and we're gonna play it 1 time through per chord pairing throughout the song. So let's go ahead and look at the first verse just as an example. You see here we're starting on our D suspended 2. So you would play the left half of this pattern. So we have down, down, up on our D suspended 2. Then you go to your A suspended 4 and finish out the pattern, down, down, up. All right. Next measure would go to G, back to A suspended 4, down, down, up. All right. So essentially each of these chords is getting like a half measure. So if we put that all together, it would sound like this. We've got D, A, G, A, back and forth just like that. This is going to be basically the whole song. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the So just like that, it's going to follow that same pattern, and you could use the same strumming pattern for the whole song. Really quick, let's take a look at the chorus. It's going to follow exactly the same pattern as our verses. So we have D, A, G, A. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. All right. So if you do want to strum this song, you could apply this pattern for the entire song. I think it sounds pretty good. However, I personally like to play this song with some finger picking. It is a little closer to the original. So if you don't want to do strumming, then let's go ahead and talk about the finger picking version that you can play. All right guys, so again, go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to get this strumming rhythm under your belt. It's a fairly simple rhythm, so if you're a beginner at the guitar, I would definitely recommend this pattern, and this is a good song to practice it with. However, like I said, I do like to finger pick through this song when I play it, so let's go ahead and talk about the picking pattern that you can use for this song. Hey, really quick, in addition to the printable guide we've been looking at, did you know I also offer customizable backing tracks, polls for what songs you want to learn next, and even video chats if you're having trouble? You can unlock all these perks and more if you become a patron, which helps me grow my channel and make more videos just like this one. Or if Patreon's not your thing, you can still help me out a lot by giving me a thumbs up and leaving a comment below to help me reach more people in YouTube's recommendations. It only takes a second but makes a huge difference. So thanks so much, and let's get back into it. All right guys, so before we begin, I do want to show you how I number my strings on my guitar from 6 on the low E string all the way to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 on the high E string at the bottom here. That's just gonna help with orientation as I teach you how to finger pick this song. The great thing about it is there's only those 3 chords, right? So if you learn the picking pattern on your right hand for each of those chords, then you just have to practice it a lot until you get it kind of like muscle memory, and then the whole song should come together pretty nicely. So let's go ahead and break down each of these chords. On our D suspended 2 chord, what you want to do is take your thumb, put that on the 4th D string, then you're going to have your pointer, middle, and ring finger on the bottom 3 strings here. Okay, so basically what you want to do is just go down the guitar. We're going to go thumb, pointer, middle, ring, just straight down like that. Then for your A suspended 4, you're gonna do the same thing, except now we're taking all of our fingers and we're shifting them up 1 string each, okay? So now your thumb's on the 5th string, pointer's on 4th, middle's on 3rd, and your ring finger's on the 2nd string. And then again, we're just going straight down the guitar. 5, 4, 3, 2. Okay? Then our last chord here is our G, and so basically now you're going to take your thumb, move that to the 6th string, but you're going to keep your pointer, middle, and ring on the middle strings like we have for A suspended. So you're going to go 6, 4, 3, 2, just down the guitar just like we have been doing. All right, and the whole song basically goes D, A, G, A. So after you do the G, you would go back to your A chord. Remember to move your thumb back to that 5th string. So that's how you're going to finger pick all of these chords with your right hand. At this point, what you want to do is just get used to changing those fingers around when you're on your different chords. So we have D suspended to A suspended to G back to A. Once you get the coordination down for your right hand and you know which strings to pick, then the whole thing should come together pretty fast after that, because we're just going to repeat it over and over for basically the entire song. So we've got D, A, G, A. Just like this for almost the whole song. Same thing with the chorus. The smile on your face lets me know that you need me. There's a truth in your eyes saying you'll never leave me. Sorry about the singing. This song is so high for me. But basically, if you can memorize the picking pattern on your right hand for each of these chords, it'll be super easy to apply it to the whole song. Now, one thing I wanted to add here, which is a little bit more advanced if you're up for it, is on our A suspended chord. Something that you'll hear throughout this song is they'll have kind of a frill. So what I would recommend doing is we're going to take our A suspended 4, and on our ring finger, you're just going to slide that down so that they're all on the 2nd fret. That's our regular A major chord. And so when you do the pattern D, A, G, A, the second time you do the A, I would recommend doing a normal A. So we have D suspended to A suspended G. And then here on this last A, I would recommend going to your regular A major chord. So hear how that last note is different. As you pick it, we're going to hammer on with our pinky the 3rd fret. Okay? So the whole thing would be like this. It is a little bit more difficult, especially if you don't have that pinky strength, because we don't really use that finger a lot. Another way you could do this is on your A chord, instead of having all 3 of your fingers smushed into 1 fret like that, you could actually take your pointer finger and either bar those 3 strings, and then you could hammer on with your ring finger. Or you could do your first 2 fingers, and like on my middle finger, I'll sometimes flatten it out. Normally we always teach to arch your fingers for chord shapes, but on this one you could flatten your middle finger so it covers both those strings, and you could hammer on with your ring finger. Okay, so whichever way you think is easier. They're all different ways to play that little frill, and of course this whole thing is super optional, but I do think it'll sound really close to the original if you can add that in. So now we have just keep going in a cycle like that, and it just repeats for the whole song. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. But basically that is how you could finger pick this song, and like I said, if you learn these 3 chord shapes, you could apply it for the whole song, and the finger picking pattern would be the same through the whole song. Alright guys, so again, go ahead and pause the video and take as much time as you need to get these finger picking patterns under your belt. There's only the 3 chords, so as soon as you can get that muscle memory going for your right hand for the picking pattern, the whole song, I promise, will come together so quickly after that, so make sure to just pause on this screen and take as much time as you need to practice that. But once you have that under your belt, we can put together everything we've learned in this video today to play through the song. 1, 2, ready, go. It's amazing how you can speak right to my heart. Without saying a word, you can light up the dark. Want to have fun jamming through the rest of this song with me? Yeah! Then make sure to check out my Patreon page where you can unlock access to this as well as all my other fast track and play along guitar tutorials. I'll make sure to leave a link in the description box down below. If you enjoyed learning this song with me, then you should definitely check out this video. Not only does it have a super similar sound and vibe, but it's just as fun and easy to play, so I'll see you over there.